gentlemen, boys and girls, softball fans of all ages, hello, and welcome to the Abington High School softball field located behind the Beaver Brook Elementary School. For today's home opener matchup, it is a big one. The Rockland Bulldogs come to town to face the Abington Green Wave. As always, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, bringing you all the action from our little perch out here in right center field. Let's meet the Bulldogs lineup. Leading off is number 2, Riley Freeman. Samantha Milso is batting second. Haley Christensen is hitting third. Brianna Hewitt's batting cleanup for the Bulldogs. Madison Mills is batting fifth. Maria Paula is hitting sixth. Lexi McKenna bats seventh. Katie McPartlin is hitting eighth. And Emily Galuli is batting ninth. Now for the Green Wave defense. At first base is Vivian Bonner. The second baseman is Callie Pino. The shortstop is Brenna Howley. The third baseman is Ava DiPietro. Left to right across the outfield, Meg McCann, Madison Perry, and Caden Lynch. Kira Howley is doing the catching for Shannon Varvitsiotis. A lot of returning players for the Green Wave this year, including the two main pitchers from last year, Varvitsiotis and Ava DiPietro. Kelly Pino in her first game back just got cleared at the end of last week from the broken wrist that she sustained during ice hockey season. Of course, a new division for the Green Wave. They're in the South Shore League Tobin division. They were in the Tobin division. Now they're in the Sullivan. So they'll face the high-powered Middleborough Sachems twice. I believe it was the Sachems that knocked the Green Wave out of playoff contention last year. The first pitch is a bunt attempt. It rolls foul. Of course, the big piece of the Green Wave that they are missing is the starting catcher normally, the MVP of last year's team, Casey Bailey. Another bunt attempt right to Varvitsiotis. The throw to first is in time for the out. One away here in the top of the first inning. Savannah Milso, the center fielder, steps in for her first plate appearance of the game. The Bulldogs wearing their visiting blue jerseys and pants with red trim around the white numbers and lettering. The Green Wave in their home green jerseys, dark gray pants with white numbers and lettering. Fourth pitch of the game for Varvitsiotis. It's another bunt attempt, another foul. So the first 4 pitches, 4 bunt attempts, and 4 strikes. The 0-2 coming from Varvitsiotis is upstairs, ball 1. One and two to Milso. She takes strike 3 out of the glove of the catcher. Howley, who makes the throw down to first. 2 away. Haley Christensen steps in. Third baseman wearing number 8 for the Bulldogs. She looks at strike 1 over the outside corner. Big swing and a miss at strike 2. 0-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Varvitsiotis, 2 strikeouts in the top half of the first inning. The Bulldogs go down 1-2-3 in order. We are scoreless at the end of the top of the first inning. We'll have the bottom half for you when we come back right after this. The bottom of the first inning is led off by Brenna Howley, the leadoff hitter for the Green Wave. Callie Pino is hitting second. Madison Perry bats third. Shannon Varvitsiotis is the cleanup hitter. Kiera Howley is batting fifth. Meg McCann is hitting sixth. Ava DiPietro bats seventh. Caden Lynch is hitting eighth. And Vivian Bonner is batting ninth. Ball and a strike to the shortstop Howley. The Bulldogs' defense, Madison Mills is at first base. The second baseman is Riley Freeman. The shortstop, Brianna Hewitt. The third baseman, Haley Christensen. Maria Paula's in left field. Savannah Milso is in center. And Katie McPartlin is in right field. Emily Galuli doing the catching for Lexi McKenna. And it is a leadoff walk for Howley. Pino squares the bunt, tried down the first baseline, caught it off the bottom of the bat, foul ball, 0-1. Howley takes off, and it is a bloop shot into the outfield that ends up rolling to the fence. Howley's into third. She rounds the corner. The throw home is cut off. And the Green Wave take a 1-0 lead. An RBI double from Callie Pino. The wrist looks fine. 1-0 Green Wave. Runner on second, no outs. Madison Perry takes strike one over the inside corner. Ground ball, third baseman picks it up, tosses to first in time, but the throw was just offline enough that Pino was able to scoot over to third. It is a sacrifice ground ball for Perry. And Pino moves up to third. So one away for the cleanup hitter, Shannon Varvitsiotis. Ball one upstairs. The 1-0 from McKenna is grounded to the third baseman again. The throw to first is low and through. Pino's going to score. Varvitsiotis takes off for second. She's there standing up. And so it is an E5. Resulting in the Green Wave's second run. They lead it 2-0 over the Bulldogs now in the top of the first inning. Still just one out for Kiera Howley, the catcher. Courtesy runner for the Green Wave pitcher. Slash to third, it goes foul. 0-1 to Howley. Meg McCann is waiting on deck for the Green Wave. Howley takes ball one up high, 1-1. This one to third again. It trickles through and no throw to first. That one will go for a hit, a very hard hit ground ball over to third. Keeps the runner at second, so first and second with one away. The catcher, Howley, gets the courtesy runner. Meg McCann steps in, the left fielder. Bella Abrams is the runner on second. This one grounded to second. The throw to first in time, but it moves the runners up. Elsie Testa up to second. Ava DiPietro steps in with a chance to do some more damage. Runners on second and third, but now two away here in the bottom of the first. Ball one up high to DiPietro. Caden Lynch on deck, should she have the opportunity. Green Wave already leading 2-0, plating two here in the bottom of the first. Runners on second and third. This fouled off out of play. McKenna trying to get out of the jam for the Bulldogs. Ground ball right back to the Bulldog pitcher. The throw to first is in time for the out. The Green Wave strand two, but not before they plate two. They lead it 2-0 at the end of the first. Step aside, take a quick break. We'll have the second inning for you right after this. 2-0 the Green Wave lead. The Bulldogs coming up for their second at bats of the afternoon. Brianna Hewitt, Madison Mills, Maria Paula all due up for Rockland. Varvitsiotis returns to the circle for the second frame. Ball one up high. 1-0, just the second ball thrown by Varvitsiotis on the entire afternoon. This one up and in, ball two. 2-0 to Hewitt. That one good for a strike over the inside corner, right at the letters. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, they wiped the strike off the board, saying Varvitsiotis had an illegal motion. So the umpire is saying that the count is 3-0. The Abington coach is going to come out for an explanation. Interesting ruling from the first base umpire. The count 3-0 to Hewitt. That one good for a strike on the fastball down the middle. Varvitsiotis trying to battle back, 3-1. This one shot out towards right center and just out of reach. of Madison Perry. The throw to third is just not in time. An excellent effort by Callie Pino. Hewitt leads off the second with a triple. Perry almost got there. Long run from center. It's about as perfectly placed in the gap as you could get. So a runner on third, no outs. Rockland trying to answer back. The Green Wave lead it 2-0. Madison Mills, the first baseman, up for the Bulldogs. It is Hewitt on third. Big swing and a miss. I believe it's 0-2 to Mills. Oh, ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 from Varvitsiotis, swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Varvitsiotis. Maria Paula steps in. Fastball over the outside corner, strike 1 to Maria Paula, the left fielder for Rockland. The pitcher Lexi McKenna waiting on deck. Check swing grounder to second. The throw to first in time, but the run scores. So Rockland on the board. It's an RBI sacrifice grounder for Maria Paula. Hewitt easily in from third. Strike 1-2, Lexi McKenna, with Katie McPartland now on deck for the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss. It's strike 2 for McKenna. 2 away here in the top of the second. Scheduled 7-inning game today. Beautiful afternoon in Abington. A little bit breezy. It is going from first to third. And Varvitsiotis gets her 4th strikeout of the afternoon to retire the side, but the Bulldogs get 1 back. The Green Wave lead it 2-1 mid-second. We'll have the bottom half for you right after this. Caden Lynch will start off the bottom half of the second. Vivian Bonner and then the top of the order, Brenna Howley, due up for the Green Wave. They lead it 2-1. Lexi McKenna back in the circle for the Bulldogs. Lynch, the right fielder for Abington, squares to bunt and pulls back as the pitch was low in the dirt. Busy week for Green Wave Athletics. We'll be back here at the softball diamond on Thursday afternoon over at the Tom Graham Diamonds for the home opener of the baseball team season on Friday afternoon. Lynch pops him up to short. It's going to bloop in just beyond the shortstop who couldn't get a handle on it. A low pop-up, and Lynch is on the board to start the second. Vivian Bonner, the first baseman, in for her first hacks of the afternoon, squares the bunt, pulls back, but it was a strike over the outside corner. Holly waiting on deck. She walked and scored her first time up. Bonner squares, and it goes foul. So bunt off with 2 strikes. Let's see if Lynch takes off. She does. This one popped straight up. McKenna under it, makes the grab. And Lynch able to get back to first. So now it is Howley. Again, she walked and scored her first time up. One away here, bottom of the second inning. Caden Lynch on first base. Ball one low and inside to Howley. This one high and inside, 2-0. Two-0 from McKenna. Good for strike one. Looked a little bit high, but on the line. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Howley. In the dirt, 3-1 now. Lynch remains on first. That is ball 4. Up high, the second walk for Brenna Howley. Second walk allowed by Lexi McKenna. And now it's Kelly Pino, who blasted an RBI double last time up. Doubled and scored her first trip around the bases. Hard grounder gets through the shortstop and the left fielder. It's going to score at least 1. Turning for home is Howley. She'll score. Pino racing to third, slides in safely. It's a 2-run triple for Kelly Pino. And that puts the Green Wave up 4-1. Kelly Pino now with 3 runs batted in on the afternoon and has scored 1 herself. Madison Perry grounded out to third her first time up. That scored Pino's run back in the first. McKenna with a runner on third, just 1 out. Heart of the Green Wave order getting to the plate now. Perry, the 3-hitter, Varvitsiotis, the cleanup batter, is on deck. And ball 4. Pino's going to race in and score on the pass ball. Callie Pino has accounted for all 5 runs that the Green Wave have scored to this point. Meeting at the mound, the Green Wave leading it 5-1 over their rival, the Rockland Bulldogs. The good old RBI walk for Madison Perry. For Varvitsiotis, Howley, and McCann do up when Rockland sorts it out on the mound. We're back after this. Varvitsiotis reached on an error by the third baseman her first time up. Another passed ball, and Madison Perry moves up to second. So Pino's got 3 runs batted in and has scored twice. Ground ball to short. The throw to first is offline, and that's going to score another one for the Green Wave. Varvitsiotis with a single on the error, the throwing error by the shortstop that time. She advances to second on the throwing error. And Perry scores from second on the Bulldogs' second error of the day. Make it 6-1, excuse me. The Green Wave on top. It is Bella Abrams, the courtesy runner, on second base for the Green Wave pitcher. Foul out of play for the catcher Kiera Howley, who singled in her first at bat. Foul down the third base line this time, 0-2 to Howley. Meg McCann on deck for the Green Wave. Ground ball softly to second, and it gets through. And Abrams scores from second very alertly. So it is an RBI single for Howley. And it is 7-1 Green Wave. Elsie Testa, the courtesy runner for Howley. Meg McCann grounded to second her first time up. Four runs on 2 hits, 2 errors. So far in the bottom of the second inning. This one smacked to left center. It falls in the gap. 2 hops the fence. Testa rounding the corner at third. She turns for home. No throw. And it's an RBI double for McCann. And there's still just 1 out here in the bottom of the second for the Green Wave. Ava DiPietro steps in. She grounded back to the pitcher. Her first at bat, squares the bunt, drops it down. McKenna picks it up. The throw to first is dropped. And DiPietro reaches safely. The third error of the inning committed by the Bulldogs. And the Green Wave have now batted around. Caden Lynch singled and scored her first time up this inning. Squares the bunt. And DiPietro takes off for second. No throw down. Chopped foul. So does DiPietro on second. McCann on third. Still just one out. That was from Vivian Bonner, who is now on deck again. This foul to the backstop. Successful inning here for the Green Wave. 6 runs. Five hits. 3 errors committed by the Bulldogs. The Green Wave leading at 8-1. Lynch hard grounder. Bouncing and getting there in time is the first baseman, Madison Mills. That is the second out of the inning. Mills unassisted there, so now Vivian Bonner gets up. She popped back to the pitcher in her first at bat. A run did score there. McCann in from third. DiPietro moved up to third base there. So it's now 9-1 Green Wave. Grounded to short. The throw to first is dropped, but it wasn't in time, and Bonner will take off for second and reach safely. Every member of the Green Wave has now been on base today. So it's a single, an advancement on the error. Now a shot to left center. It one hops the center fielder, and another Green Wave run is going to score as Bonner's in from second. An RBI single for Brenna Howley. My, this has gotten out of hand. So Howley back on first base. Callie Pino. A double and a triple so far. Big swing and a miss. And strike one. Ground ball to short. And Pino's got a single. So now, in just 2 innings of work, Callie Pino has a single, a double, and a triple. We're not going to say the C word for fear of jinx. Howley up to second. The first hit of the afternoon from Callie Pino that did not plate a run for the Green Wave. Smack to left center again. It drops into the gap. They're going to wave Howley home. Pino's going to score. And it's a 2 RBI double for Madison Perry. Just a taste of what's to come here for the Green Wave, folks. They did not like the taste of that playoff defeat last year. Have come back with an absolute vengeance here. $12-1 now the score. Might even be, I think it's 13-1. I may have missed DiPietro scoring her first run of the day. Swing and a miss, but she's going to reach on the drop third strike. Varvitsiotis gets to first safely, so it's strikeout, but she's safe at first. That would have been the third out of the inning. Kiera Howley singled her first time up this inning. She's 1 for 2 overall. 2 for 2, excuse me. 2 singles. Perry standing on third base. Hard liner to left. It drops in fair ball. And Abrams is going to hold at second. Scores Perry from third. Another Green Wave run. Going to have to add him up again. Abrams to second. Howley's on first with another single. Just this inning, the Green Wave have scored 12 runs. It's 14-1. And this is out of hand. Meg McCann doubled and scored her last time up this inning. Ground ball right up the middle. It's going to get through. Abrams is going to hold at third. Green Wave calling off the Dogs here. Howley up to second. McCann 2 for 3, a single and a double for her. The bases are loaded for Ava DiPietro, who reached on a dropped throw to first. She is 1 for 2 overall. She also grounded out to the pitcher back in the first inning. Looks at ball 1. Ball 1 dropped by the catcher. Caden Lynch is waiting on deck for what would be her third at-bat of the inning. Ball 3 upstairs. The 3-0 from Lexi McKenna, who is trying to battle. Strike 1 on the off-speed pitch right down the middle. Abrams on third. Test on second. McCann's on first. A ground ball up the middle gets through. Another run's going to score. And it's another RBI single for Ava DiPietro. Caden Lynch has 2 previous at-bats, both of them in the bottom of the second inning, which we're still in. She singled and scored and grounded out to first. Get the bases loaded here. Testa's on third, McCann's on second, DiPietro on first. Lynch pops him up foul out of play. Lynch looks at a ball up around her eyes. There are 2 outs here in the inning. Smacked to right. It's going to drop in and score another run for the Green Wave. DiPietro up to second. McCann up to third. Testa scores. Now it's Vivian Bonner, who reached on an error by the first baseman last time up. She also popped back to the pitcher. She's up for the third time this inning. Fouled to the backstop. Ground ball to second, and it's another error and another run scored. McCannon from third. DiPietro moves up to third. Lynch to second. And Bonner reaches for the second time in the inning. Top of the order, it is Brenna Howley, who has walked twice and singled. $15 runs scored for the Green Wave in this bottom of the second inning. 17 overall. It's 17-1. Swing and a miss to Howley, who has scored 3 runs today. Zip ball up high. Calipino is waiting on deck. This one inside. Fouled off to the backstop. I believe it's a full count for Howley. Strike 3. I don't think anybody's going to argue that call. The Green Wave playing 15 runs in the inning, and it has finally come to an end with Abington leading 17-1 over the Rockland Bulldogs, who will send up McPartland, Galooly, and Freeman for the top of the third when we come back after this. All right, so the Bulldogs have some work to do. They'll have to chip in 1 run at a time. McPartland, Galooly, and Freeman, the 8-9-1 hitters up for the Bulldogs. They trail 17-1, a less than ideal bottom half of the second inning for Lexi McKenna. The Green Wave scoring 15 in that frame. They batted around. 3 players got up 3 times each. Everybody else hit at least twice. Cartland swing and a miss at a strike from Shannon Varvitsiotis. Back in the circle. Oh, and 2 to McPartland. That one high and outside. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt. And is another strikeout for Varvitsiotis. Her 5th of the game. Emily Galooly, the catcher, steps in for her first at-bat of the game. Another strikeout for Varvitsiotis. Galuli down by way of the K. Riley Freeman squared twice in her first at bat before finally getting one back to Varvitsiotis. Does it again here. Varvitsiotis can't pick it up, and Freeman is the second base runner of the game for the Bulldogs. Freeman takes off, slides in safely, stolen base, and she'll head to third and now gets caught in a pickle and tagged out eventually by number 10. That is Brenna Howley, the shortstop, who made the play. So after all that, the Bulldogs end up going down 1-2-3 in order on the, let's see, passed ball, caught stealing third. And that is how the top of the third is going to end. The Green Wave still leading at 17-1. They're up when we come back after this. Bottom half of the third inning, believe it or not. The Green Wave up for their third trips to the plate. They lead at 17-1. 15 runs with 5 errors in the bottom half of the second. Callie Pino leads off the bottom of the third. She's got a single, a double, and a triple so far today. Single and a triple in the second. Takes strike one inside. Green Wave not going to get a lot of calls to go their way. The rest of this game up by such a large margin. Pino pops it into foul territory at first. It is out of play. Pino, another foul ball. 0-2 to the Green Wave second baseman. She hits a rocket out to center. It's deep. It's gone. A cycle for Callie Pino. A single, double, triple, and now a home run. And that is just about how you want to start off the inning for one of the leaders of this team, Callie Pino. Well, that highlight tells you all you need to know. A cycle for the Green Wave second baseman, Callie Pino. I'm imagining that's got to be her first cycle. She got the hardest bit of it, the triple second. And now Madison Perry pops him up to short and just out of reach. This one headed out towards right center field. It drops in the gap. Perry advances just one base. I think we're going to start to see some substitutes as Varvitsiotis is on first base now after the single. 18-1 is the score. Ground ball to first. And the tag is applied. The runners move up to second and third. So Perry on third. Varvitsiotis stays on base. She's on second. Meg McCann singled and doubled in the second inning. She also grounded out to second back in the first inning. Callie Pino has scored 4 runs today. It's knocked in a whole lot more than that. Lexi McKenna remains in the circle for the Bulldogs. Skips this one across. It is ball 4 to McCann. Now that was Gabby Hockney replacing McCann. Got another pinch batter for the Green Wave. It is Maya Johnson batting for DiPietro. Johnson pops it up to third, and it drops in foul territory. Bases remain loaded. Perry on third. Varvitsiotis is on second. Hockney's on first. Looked like a foul ball, but they say swing and a miss. So Johnson down by way of the K. 2 outs here in the third. Caden Lynch got us started in the bottom of the second inning when she singled. Drops this one back to the pitcher. And that is how the third inning will end, but not before Callie Pino strikes again and hits a home run to complete the cycle, her first career cycle here for the Abington Green Wave. They lead it 18-1. At the end of the third inning, we're going to step aside and take a quick break and bring you the fourth inning right after this. Top of the fourth inning will be led off by Savannah Milso. Haley Christensen and Brianna Hewitt also due up for the Rockland Bulldogs. Varvitsiotis back in the circle. The bunt dropped down. It goes foul. It is 18-1. Abington on top. Behind the effort of Callie Pino hitting for the cycle in just 3 innings. Might be the first time. I have to check with Elias Sports Bureau on that. It might be the first time in history that a cycle's ever been complete in 3 innings. Another strikeout for Varvitsiotis. Milso goes down by way of the K for the second time. Popped up foul out of play. Oh, 0-2 now to Christensen. Swing and a miss, strike 3, another strikeout for Varvitsiotis. Second of the inning. 8th overall. High and outside, ball 1 to Brianna Hewitt, who tripled and scored the Bulldogs' only run today. That was way back in the second inning. Pitch from Varvitsiotis is high and outside. Two and two to Hewitt. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Varvitsiotis strikes out the side in order. 9 strikeouts overall for the Green Wave star pitcher. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Green Wave back at it again when we come back after this. Lexi McKenna returns to the circle for the Bulldogs. Vivian Bonner will get us started here in the bottom of the 4th. Brenna Hawley, Kelly Pino also due up. Rather, it is now Jess Blythe pinch hitting. I take a second to sort out the changes. Johnson's in for DiPietro. Hockney is in for Meg McCann. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, bringing you all the action. Special thanks to our cameraman for bringing you the sights and sounds from behind the Beaverbrook Elementary School today. Liam Murphy sung with us for all 18 Green Wave runs scored. So McCann finishes 2 for 3 overall. Up and into Blythe. Swing and a miss for Blythe. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And strike 3 over the plate. Blythe goes down in her first at bat of the afternoon. Jordan Fonseca is the pinch hitter for Howley. So Fonseca will take over at short for Brenna Howley, who will finish with 3 runs scored, 2 walks, a single, and a strikeout. Kelly Pino looks to be being pinch hit for as well. Number 11 is waiting on deck for the Green Wave. So it is Kylie Fonseca pinch hitting for Kelly Pino, who finishes with 4 hits, 4 runs scored, countless RBIs. We'll have to go back and count those, but most importantly, hitting for the cycle. It took her just 3 innings in 4 at-bats. Fonseca drops down the bunt. The throw to first is low and away, and Fonseca reaches safely. It's a rousing cheer from the Green Wave dugout. Madison Perry remains in the Green Wave lineup. She's got a single, a double, a walk, and she grounded out to third base way back in the first inning. Smacks this one to center field, drifting back and over the head. Fonseca will turn the corner. No, she heads back to third. Got a little ahead of herself, up 17 runs. Perry in for a stand-up double. Her second extra base hit of the afternoon. That puts Fonseca on third. Ground ball past the diving shortstop into center field. That will score Fonseca. Starting to get lost in the roster now. Perry advances to third. Fonseca scores. 19-1 Green Wave. Elsie Testa with the latest Green Wave base hit and now moves up to second base on the single by Kiera Howley. Bases loaded for Gabby Hockney. Takes ball one up and in. Strike to Hockney, 1-1. So we're trying to get someone on the Mad Dog research team to check with the Elias Sports Bureau whether a cycle in 3 innings has ever happened before. Let alone in someone's first game back from a broken wrist. Chopped to third, handled the throw to first, is dropped. And the bloodbath continues. Perry in from third for the Green Wave's 20th run of the day. Test up to third. Howley's on second. Hockney an RBI single. Chop back to the pitcher. The tag applied. I don't think it got her. But, again, nobody's going to argue. The Green Wave, 20-1 over the Rockland Bulldogs at the end of the 4th inning. I think we're going to go 4.5 for it to be official. So this should be the last half inning. From the Beaverbrook Elementary School, it is 20-1. The Green Wave on top of their arch rival, the Rockland Bulldogs, in Game 1 of the 2022 spring season. We're back after this. So it's Blythe at first. Pino is still at second. Looks like Varvitsiotis is still at third. The new pitcher is Elsie Testa for the Green Wave. One popped foul out of play. So Varvitsiotis, 1 run. It was unearned on a fielder's choice. 1 run, just 2 hits for Shannon Varvitsiotis today. Green Wave have not committed an error in the field. Testa gets her first strikeout. That was Madison Mills swinging and missing. Maria Paula, Lexi McKenna do up this inning for the Bulldogs. This is Paula, who scored that run when she grounded out to second base back in the second inning. Test of the off-speed outside corner strike. Pino goes down to one knee to make the grab. 2 away in the top of the 5th. The Bulldogs down to their last out. It is the pitcher Lexi McKenna who struck out swinging in her first and only at-bat back in the second inning. Waves and misses at strike 2. Testa won't get credit for the save here. It's not within the allotted score. So Varvitsiotis will get the win. And that is going to be how it ends. 2 strikeouts for Elsie Testa in the top of the 5th inning. The Green Wave end up taking it by a final score (20-1). The Green Wave opening South Shore League play with an absolute bang. They're back at it on Thursday at 4 p.m. We'll have that one for you live on the networks of Abington Community Access and Media. We thank you for joining us for this game and every game live on youtube.com/AbingtonCam 02351/live. Kelly Pino, our player of the game, a cycle, her first career cycle. It only took her 3 innings, a single, double, triple, and home run for number 8 of the Green Wave. They win it 20-1 over the Rockland Bulldogs. For everyone here at Abington Community Access and Media, our cameraman, Liam Murphy, for bringing you the sights and sounds from the Beaverbrook Elementary today. I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.